condo in Midtown Toronto. It's a beautiful building, very sought after. People love the location because you're basically in a residential area, but you're second from Midtown. So when the developer came to us and asked us to design a small suite for him to be a showpiece, we knew it had to have sort of an elevated feminine style. The difficult part about this unit was we needed it to function like a high-style apartment does. So every appliance, every need needed to be worked into the plan. Yet we weren't prepared to compromise that look of luxury in under 400 square feet. When we first saw the space, we knew we had to go right back to the studs and we needed to gut the space completely so that we could use every square inch to our advantage. We took out the bathroom, we took out the walls, and we got right back to where we could start from scratch. Our initial design thought was we needed to clad the room in a certain look and feel, and we decided actually to go quite dark. We clad the entire suite in a Dior gray by Benjamin Moore, which we loved because it's very luxurious and rich. And then we did herringbone black matte floor, which again creates that same envelope. There is a beautiful Primavera Larsen fabric in the windows. And then we have a cravat fabric on the sectional that's custom that again is incredibly comfortable and soft. We did a wallpaper along one wall that is a concrete treatment, so it's bringing in all the lights and the darks of the grays in the room and giving it another layer. But the hardest part of this space was not figuring out the color palette. The hardest part of the space was figuring out how to get the function. So we decided to run one long wall of millwork from the beginning of the unit right to the end. And in there we put everything you don't really want to see. All the HVAC, all the venting, all the bulkheads. We designed a unit that could take the stacking washer-dryer and then also all of the storage. So I would probably say there's more storage in this unit than in most typical three-bedroom houses. I would say the most exciting thing about this unit is a type of Murphy bed, but instead of coming from the ceiling, it comes out and crawls on the floor by remote control in a drawer system. So when the bed pulls out, the actual face of the drawer becomes the headboard, and you're lying in bed, literally looking at the television on the wall that you were facing. It's the most amazing piece of hardware. We imagined the person who would be purchasing this suite would need a place to work. So we created this cantilever desk out of Caesarstone that goes into the windowsill and creates even more work surface. After we had the room painted and all the fabrics up, we really realized that wall between the windows needed something to pull you in, and we wanted it to be reflective and we wanted it to be pretty. My partner actually saw a mirror similar to this that was $1 trillion that we couldn't afford for the suite. So we sort of thought, why don't we get it made? And we mounted it, and we are in love with it. It's always those things you don't count on that end up giving you that complete wow effect. So when you walk in the space, your eye completely goes directly to the mirror and gives you that sense of scale. The table is a coffee table, but it also is a dining table for 6 from Resource Furniture, and it's quite an amazing piece because you can be using it as a coffee table, and then in a couple seconds you will have your dining table for 6. So then you pull your chairs out of your millwork and you can actually entertain in the space. The kitchen looks like a bar, but really it's a fully functioning kitchen. Every appliance is in the kitchen, and you could completely make a full meal and entertain in this suite. We have a 24-inch wall oven and a full-sized wine fridge. Then we have a fridge drawer and a freezer drawer, as well as a cooktop range and a dishwasher drawer. There is actually ample storage in this kitchen, I think a little bit more than even in my kitchen, which is quite shocking. And then we did have island on casters in the stainless. We kept repeating the stainless with the gray and a back painted backsplash in the Dior gray as well, just to complete the wrap of the visual look. The bathroom is the only space in the unit that is obviously white, and we wanted to have that reprieve from those deep colors in the main space, so it's very spa-like. We did a Corian prefab unit for the vanity that has a slotted sink, and I really only did that because I needed to use the Jason Wood faucet, which is my favorite faucet, that is the showpiece of the room. So everything in this suite was thoughtfully put here in order to transform the space for how you wanted to use it. So everything is on casters, the stool's tucked completely under the island, it moves away, the table can open, the chairs go away, the bed can move out. You need to have that flexibility when designing a small suite like that. That is probably the most important thing that you need to consider if you're looking for solutions for small spaces. I think it's genius, and I think that that's where we're moving towards in design.